What's going on, everybody? Back at it again with another video. As you see, I've gotten really lazy and I rarely like just shoot out vids now. But um how can I say this? And like there's not even a how can I say that. I'm just gonna say it. Like, am I the only person who noticed how huge or how different Madden is in general, like from any other? Like, Madden isn't really something that you could just jump into, and I think that's why we've had so many situations to where we're finding out more and more that the game is dumbing down. But perfect example, I've gotten and I've looked at a couple of playbooks from Playbook GG. I'd advise you guys going over there if you find something that you like, or Playbook GG has a lot of stuff in it. Like, it shows you everybody's playbooks. It shows you whose playbook has what in it, whose playbook has this in it, whose playbook has that in it. It shows you everything you want to know about a playbook and shows you the money plays, the integral plays. And the crazy part is, the first thing that stuck out to me was that routes, the players, all of these things matter very, very much. And a lot of people look at me and say, well, yeah, that makes pretty good sense. Like, we've all known that players and things like that matter, but do you guys know how much they matter? Did anybody know that George Kittle is good in this game, but he's a clear out? Did we also know that Tyreek Hill is a clear out receiver? That if you had a choice right now of who you would take, who would you take? Let me be totally clear on this. Not who would you take. Who would be the receiver that you would rather have? Speed or the height? And that was something that stuck out to me because I had no idea what people were talking about. What do you mean, do I want speed or height? I would take Tyreek Hill over a lot of people, but that's wrong. You shouldn't take Tyreek Hill over anybody. Tyreek Hill should never be taken. Oh my God, I think Go Deep was not even maxed out. But Tyreek Hill is a clear out receiver. So let's take a look at this. Now, if you have a certain route, there are certain routes that you run with certain receivers who basically, I didn't know this, like, and it's mud. It's basically mud. If you had the opportunity, which one of these receivers would you put on a post route? Look at Tyreek Hill. The only thing that's good about him is short and deep route running. A lot of people don't know that. His short and deep route running. So technically, anything that's not a deep route, he won't get great separation on. The only receiver who's going to get great separation on my team at this time, and I think Odell Beckham is the second. No, he's the third. But, well, if he gets back in the lineup, he'll be the second. The second best receiver on my team at running routes. And T.Y. Hilton. Look at these guys. Like, if you had a choice right now of who you throw the ball to, it'd be Jerry Rice. The receiver on my team who should be running the majority of the double moves and the out routes and the post fades and stuff like that is Jerry Rice. Even Kimmed all the way up, Jerry Rice is the receiver I should be using to run all my routes, because Jerry Rice meets the threshold at everything. Everything. Short, mid, and deep. His deep routes boost up once you go deep on them. That's crazy, right? Or better yet, how about this? Did you know that you shouldn't look for a lot of things. There aren't many things in this game that change. Like, okay, zone 90 zone is supposed to be the most dangerous thing in the game, but guess what? Since a lot of the defenses have man principles, technically 90 zone doesn't really do anything, because all the defenses convert to a man concept defense. I had to drink some, get something to drink right there. That all this stuff does not matter. 90 zone really doesn't matter because a lot of these guys convert into man defenses. I didn't know this stuff. I actually just went and got a book. Well, I listened to the stuff that Zan was talking about. I listened to the stuff that a lot of these guys was talking about. Last year in Madden 18, I didn't even play. I played rarely, but I took time and I watched other people play, and I realized something. My reads are very bad. My reads are slow. My progression is slow, and I rely too much on speed. I rely on speed more than anything else in my game, and that's why you see now my defense. I sit in one defense all the time. If I played top tier talent, and let's say I played someone in the Madden tournament, I would never have a chance against somebody in the Madden tournament. In the Madden tournament, everything that they do is 10 times different than what I do. They're the complete opposite of me. Dubby comes out in the offense, and Dubby basically blocks the tight end, blocks the running back, and puts a combination of 3 routes on the field where if you don't cover one with your user, you're going to have to man up another with a cross man. And if you cross man that guy, the third guy is going to split your defense and make a fool of you. Does that make sense? Like, think about it. If you watched any of my videos, I sent out 5 routes, sometimes 4 routes at a time. I'll send out 4 routes when you blitz me and I'm trying to block it. But these guys never put themselves in harm's way, ever. Ever. That's crazy. Like, I was watching him play and I'm like, wow, Dubby just does not take chances, does he? Dubby's a bum. And Dubby wiped the floor with the guy I was watching him play. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why didn't he send out more routes? Like, if he sent out more routes, he would probably dominate a little bit more. He'd have a better chance. No, it wasn't like that. Dubby basically wiped the floor with the guy in draft champs and a team he had never played with. And something else, a lot of people say, I've seen Joel use compressed sets. I use compressed sets all the time because I like how compressed sets basically confuse you and you have to pick a route really, really quick. Well, Dubby likes to spread you out. Why? Because he can run the ball. I don't really run the ball, and it was very confusing when I watched guys like Zan, Dubby, Joel. I even played G Maya. And over the past 5 years, G Maya has wiped the floor with me. Out of 12 times, G Maya has beat me 7. 7 times G Maya has beat me. And there weren't like, you know, oh, G Maya beat me by a field goal. No, G Maya wiped the floor with me. And 9 times out of 10, when I beat G Maya, it was because he made a mistake late in the game. And I just basically like played bitch ball. I was not going to take that chance of going up against G Maya and giving him the ball back. So it was kind of like a Peyton Manning thing. I would keep the ball away from G Maya. I've played Stairs B. I've played 49er. I've played ESPN. 49er and ESPN, out of the 5 to 6 times I've played both of them, I've maybe only won 1 game. And it's not like I win these games by big margins. I squeak away with these games when I play these top players. That's how I knew last year, like, you know, last year is not, Madden 18 was not the game for me. I couldn't find any heat. I couldn't find any plays. I couldn't find anything. And the whole 9 was that I just don't think I understood the game. And the more I listen to these videos and watch these guys play, I've found out that there are reasons why you have certain people. There are reasons why you play with certain people. And it was amazing to me, like, why don't I know these things? Well, you don't know them because you're not trying to know them. And every day I go in Forward Progress Madden stream, and he can sit in a defense, but he'll change his defense. The number one thing that I learned, a lot of people just pick a play and then they change their zones mid-play. They change their zones mid-play. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do quick adjustments. I don't even know how to do hot routes like that to interchange an entire defense. I've seen Zan come out and change an entire cover 4 defense into a cover 2 invert. What's good, D? I've seen guys come out and change a cover 3 into a cover 2. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, you'll have guys come out and basically rearrange their entire defense in a matter of seconds. And as I watch these guys, I'm just like, how are they doing? Why are they so much better than me? I was waiting for quick adjustments for years. And now that I got them, I don't even use them. I barely even put forth the effort to try to use quick adjustments. I've seen guys come out and they'll never do a spin move. W used 1 cut all game long, and he did the spin move 1 time. Caught the guy off guard. I don't even know how to one cut. The crazy part is a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, you know, you need these receivers, you need that receiver. We all went after Tyreek Hill in the blitz. Do you know what these guys went after? Jadeveon Clowney. They went after Jadeveon Clowney, Khalil Mack, and the new Lawrence Taylor. There are three things that you need in Madden: a tall user, a pass rush, and an offense that has not been seen by somebody else. Have you ever looked at the guys in the Madden have the same offense that we have? It's either, for me, split back or gun double. And split back has been my main defense for the past 4 to 5 years. I've never been able to get out of it because it's so easy to read. Split back is the easiest thing for me to read, but I'm seeing more formations, and the more variety you can put in your offense, the harder it is for people to stop you. That's the most craziest thing that I've seen in Madden today. But this whole little subject is a little bit far gone. I'm going to jump into the next video. I'll catch you guys next time. This was just like a little bit of talk about how Madden is just like the stuff that I've learned from watching Zan and taking an entire year off. But you guys have a good one. Catch you next time.